Welcome back to Armacom fans. We'll stop by for a little quick 40K game. This is the tabletop area that we're playing on. The mission is Annihilation, and the setup is, or the deployment is Dawn of War. The Black Templar have already deployed. They chose their one troop choice to be literally within the ruins of the lightning fighters on the table. And now the Imperial Guard are setting up their deployment. We'll come back to you when we're completely deployed. And unless the Imperial Guard seizes the initiative, the Black Templar will be going first.
Alright, well, the Black Templar player again put his troops right in the fighters there, the wrecked fighters, positioned right on top of the broad part of the wings. And myself, the Imperial Guard player, has put as close as possible within 18 inches is the rules. No closer than 18 inches. So the 18-inch mark is right there, as you can see them standing very straight. 2 troops, command squad, and HQ. This game's about Annihilation, so I'm hoping I can possibly take out 1 squad early in the game.
All right.
Back to you, Bob.
Alright, we're at the end of round 1. The Black Templars jumped in some jump pack Marines, moved in their Land Raider Crusader, moved in their Dreadnought back there, and moved the guys out of cover into charge. What surprised me, because I've played Will a couple times and he's the master of deep strike, now he's just playing everything coming out at once. I'm hoping that I'm prepared for that. But I lucked out that my Marines that moved across the field, they made amazing saves. They were fired on by 4 different units and only took 3 wounds. 3 casualties to the cause. So they ended up in locked up close combat. Unfortunately, because the Imperial Guard have this standard bearer back here, they ended up making their leadership role, so they're locked in close combat. And now we're on to round 2.
Welcome back, 40K fans, here at Armacom channel. We are in end of round 2. A lot has gone on here. Deep strike, of course. The Black Templar player deep struck a drop pod here, took out a heavy weapons platoon of the Imperial Guards. Also deep struck a drop pod here and emptied out in front into the train, and attempted to attack one of these units. Only killed a couple guys. In the Imperial Guard's retaliation, the tanks moved forward, cradling the troops. Men moved up, took out most of the squad. Stormtroopers deep struck here and here, took out their assault marines, and decided to turn, heel, and run after a ill-advised move by the person in charge of the Imperial Guard. But
And who would that be?
yeah. But the Basilisk was lucky enough to immobilize the big mamma jamma in the Land Raider Crusader. Hopefully, I'm out of sight, out of mind, and may not be able to be in assault range come time they unlock those doors. So then we crashed back into close combat here at the culmination of round 2, and nobody did anything. They just stood there and threw punches underwater. So here we are, and we look forward to the Black Templars' first move in top of round 3.
Do a little jig. Alright, this was a crazy round 3. So, end of round 3, before the beginning of round 4, this is what happened. The Black Templars drop podded here, out popped a Dreadnought. You notice that it's knocked over. It got exploded. But let's start with the Black Templars. Drop pod landed here, Dreadnought popped out. The Terminators teleported in. The commander had a teleport beacon. They came in 6 inches from the vehicle. Fired a couple things, but really didn't do any damage. The squad that was in the Land Raider Crusader moved up, took on the Imperial Guard players that were here. Remember that the Land Raider Crusader is immobilized, so it's stuck there. Last thing that the Black Templars did was fire from the Dreadnought there against his tank. Unfortunately, didn't do any damage. The tank that was here, though, from the drop pod Dreadnought here, multi-melta took it out. The Space Marines that came in through this drop pod ran forward, rapid fired against the squad here, only took 2 of them out, so not a whole lot of damage going on there. Let's see what's going on. Then it was the Imperial Guard turn, and they reacted incredibly well.
These guys got beat up real bad.
Oh, thank you. That's right. That was the last thing of the Black Templars. The assault squad came in and took out the stormtroopers that were right here.
Notice the V pattern. That's what happened.
And they're moving. They're moving in this direction. Basically, the V pattern, trying to keep away from the crazy flame template here, as well as any of the other huge blast templates that the Imperial Guard can drop down. Imperial Guard returned a lot of fire. Like I said, the Dreadnought here exploded. The squad of Marines here lost one in firing on them, and then in an assault they lost one, but they were able to take out, was it 3? Yeah, it was 3 of your command squad right here. So that's going to be locked up. This little combat right here, I've got 1 sole survivor just stuck in close combat, doing the best he can to hold the line. And now we're about to enter round 4. So, let's keep going. Round 4.
That way?
Well, I mean, I got to get on that side of the table.
That way?
Yeah.
Okay.